the Los Angeles Rams and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. We welcome you. That's the punter, Ethan Evans, to get this started. Off we go from Pittsburgh. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Now they'll set up to throw. The throw here is complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points. So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And he'll take this up past the 40, pickup of 5.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Quick throw, and it's going to wind up incomplete. That is the run-pass option. Choose pass. Defender able to close it down and bring up 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
Their own 26-yard line.
First carry here for Kyren Williams. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Set. Press all 80. Steady.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
17 yards on that play. 1st down, L.A.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, Sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
At the 47-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19, hurt. Right there, hurt. Ready.
It's another run here for Williams. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Okay, ready?
1st and 10.
Panther Street. Ready, go.
They'll go again here with Williams. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Cowboy 80.
Now this time they'll look to throw. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Ready.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
19 Tiger.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This one from 52 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a scoreless game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Ready.
Once again, it's Warren. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
First down.
Okay, ready.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Warren. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Ready. Panther 60.
That's to the right side and incomplete.
It's certainly not for the lack of trying, but these guys are having a really hard time getting on the same page right now. I mean, he's still looking for his first catch, despite getting a handful of targets going his way.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
But it's fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. To the 10-yard line. He is out of bounds there. The risk pays off to the tune of 16 yards.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
Now one. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here, and that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter. They've got it with second down and 13 in front of them. To throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Throwing now on third and long. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That touchdown, number 11 on the year.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession two. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Ready, break! Big Lion! Go! 70 Lion!
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards with Deshaun Elliott on the tackle.
Deshaun Elliott there on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. At the 32-yard
From
line.
the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go! Cougar 19! Ready!
He'll look to throw. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Here we go, set! Cowboy in!
That is Ferguson in motion. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but You know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds.
At their own 44-yard line.
On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks.
It's a gain of 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Metcalf. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. 25 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Steeler first down.
11-yard line.
A run up the middle with Warren. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
18 Cardinal. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Complete. Metcalf with the grab. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
To Warren. To the goal line and in. Jaylen Warren. Touchdown Steelers. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Okay, break. Get it. 60 back.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And after the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 1.
Okay, let's go.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And I don't think he got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
No gain on the
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And that is incomplete.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
And he overhit that just a bit. The man's beyond the goal line, and that is a touchback.
On the 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Metcalf, left side, he's got it. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. But there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards.
Call the jump.
Here's 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80.
Back to the air one more time. He's got it inside the 5. He's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
First down. 1st and goal at
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Johnson. No, he's not going to get it. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This just makes it to the landing zone. It's taken at the 18. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
Ready up. Pass to 11. Pass to 11. Here we go. Here we go. Pass to 80. Go.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
Downs goes in motion. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Rams get back in it. It is 21-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here comes a return from the end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
On the set. Here we go. Set. 60 by 6. 60 by 6.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. That's going to be incomplete. Very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A gain there of 11. That's a Steeler first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the
Now, this is the
28-yard
epitome
line.
of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be quick.
And he will score! Calvin Austin, touchdown Steelers.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Hey, smash Broncos!
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
We have hit
28-yard
halftime.
line.
Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll throw out of the gun. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It leads to second
I got
and
high
10.
standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
10 yards to go.
Let's go now. Ready?
Now, faking the give. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Rams first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard
Hey, check that, check that. Street. Pass. Ready?
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up second.
From
and
the 44-yard line, here's second and 9.
Come on. Hit. 19 Tiger.
Now they'll set up to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out into the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19.
Metcalf with the grab. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
12 yards.
Talk about a volume receiver. That's his 90th catch of the season. And he gives his team a first down.
1st and 10 at the
So they move inside the 20. 1st and 10 at the 18.
At the 60, at the 60.
Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up 2nd down.
Dragon 60. You've been here before.
That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. Caught by the running back, Warren. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
3 yards.
And the decision to go for it on 4th and short, it's a lot easier, Mike, when you take a look in that huddle and you see the big guys up front. I mean, their ability to continue to win at the point of attack. We've seen it all game long, and when that's the case, you don't need to overthink it. Turn around, hand it to your back, fresh.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That's his 2nd touchdown this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it. And the Steelers will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
35. Rams 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start. When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
That pass play good for 22. First down, LA.
First down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays, they're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
They'll look to throw here on first down. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson, and he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he's out of bounds at the 5, and they're in business. It is first and goal.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
They'll run. It's Williams. Good blocking, and he's in. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Rams.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half.
Makes the score Steelers 35, Rams 14.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Oh, that is a duck on the kickoff. Not only doesn't it reach the landing zone, that's going to be spotted beyond the 40-yard line.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70, 79 Bronco.
To the air now on 1st and 10. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
Third and 19.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now he's going to bring up third and real long.
This one broken up. It is incomplete, so they go with the screen. It was snuffed out. And now it's 4th down. Steelers getting ready to put this one away, as he's on to punt for the second time. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Throwing now on first. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Geno Stone. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
At their own 9-yard line.
Go, Reed. Pass.
The drive begins with a run by Williams. And this defense plays it beautifully. They knock him back to the 7.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Punt team headed out for the Rams, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2. They'll go again with Johnson. Past midfield to the 45. What about that? Out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. A pickup of 44 yards. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
We see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Let's go. 19, go.
Another run here with Johnson. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown Steelers. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Makes the score Steelers 42, Rams 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Number 6. Cowboy 80.
Back to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. A pickup there of 19 yards. Good for a Rams first down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That is catch number 60 for the season.
First down, Los Angeles.
Ready, go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Looking middle of the field. It's complete. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Check smash. Let's go. Let's go.
On the handoff, it is Williams running to the right. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
Los Angeles.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line. Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense, just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
They'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown. Touchdown, L.A. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
42, Rams 21.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
Their own 18-yard line.
Ready? 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
On the handoff, Johnson is running right. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Complete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
Ready? Red! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go!
That's called in on the left by Nacua. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throw left side, caught by Ferguson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And he's going to have a Rams 1st down on a well-designed play to get 16 to keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Bronco 80. Yep.
They'll look to throw again. That's out wide to Williams. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Rams.
60 Vikings.
Downs goes in motion. They'll look to throw yet again. Right side, complete to Nacua.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Come on. Hit. Viking 18. Ready.
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer, as they score here in the final minute of play.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. They'll drop to throw. They'll swing this out to Johnson. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Second down, they need 3.
79 Broncos. 70. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Now a deep ball toward the end zone. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
That is incomplete. They elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Unloads downfield looking for Nakua. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway.
First down, Los Angeles.
Here's 1st down.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Buffalo 18.
For a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. To the 20. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire. The other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
So this one in the win column for the Steelers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long, from the confluence of the 3 rivers in Pittsburgh.